What's up, YouTube? Chase Bristow, the Horny Homemaker. I have a very busy day today. Oh. One, I have to go. I have to wait. It's 8 o'clock in the morning right now. I'm waiting for AT&T to come over and, install my new Wi-Fi internet because Spectrum wants me to pay a bill, which I'm not paying. So, I'm just sitting here, watching YouTube videos on my phone because I don't trust my TV any further than I could throw a claw machine. So, one of the videos kind of inspired me to create a video. This guy was discussing, what it's like for, gay people in prison. And that got me thinking. To do a little informative video on what gay people are really like when it comes to fighting, depending on their upbringing. Like if somebody who is gay, who has never been through hard times and who's been accepted by their family, who hasn't been in jail or homeless, if they sense an altercation over the phone, they're going to fight like a little bitch via text message. And they're just going to send nasty, hateful, judgmental, accusatory text messages. And even if somebody gives them, the person that they're attacking, with text messages, if that person gives them their address, they're not gonna come over. They're gonna continue to text and fight like a little bitch. Now, if you're gay and you've been in jail, or if you've been homeless, if you've had family that didn't approve and you've had issues with like the law and everything with your family, then you're gonna be a fighter. You don't want to mess with that type of gay person. That's the type of gay person that you do not want to mess with. However, if you are, you're a gay person who, is vulnerable and weak and can't really fend for yourself, and that type of person sees that, and they know that that person is being taken advantage of, then that fighter, that gay person who fights, who can throw hands and beat the shit out of somebody and fuck their lives up by going online. I mean, there's the type of person that can fight physically, which I just described, who's been to jail, who's been homeless. Those type of people they have to fight. They have to survive. Because if they don't, they're going to continue. They're not going to make it in this world. They're not going to make it living in the streets. They're not going to make it sleeping outside or mingling, going out to the common area of the jail if they don't know how to throw hands and beat the shit out of somebody. And there's also the type of person who's on social media, who knows how to go on Google and post things, and Craigslist and post things. that can really fuck somebody's life up. I myself, I prefer to fight using Google and Craigslist, and basically, I don't like using hands. I don't like physical violence, but I'm the type of gay that does all of the above. I don't fight with text messages though, because if I see somebody who is gonna fight that way, I know damn right well they're not gonna hold themselves accountable. They're gonna act immature. They're gonna act childish, and they're gonna fight like a little girl. At which point I'll just save their number, I'll block their number, and then I'll use their number on Craigslist ads, and I'll go on Google reviews and go to certain businesses, especially if I know that they like those businesses and they frequent a certain establishment, and post something with their number on it, making them a liability issue and getting them banned. Or if they make the mistake of telling me where they work, I'll get them fired. I'll go on and post a review of their workplace and name drop. Now, if push comes to shove and I'm with said person who starts attacking me and I can't get away, then I will throw hands, I will fight. And to give you an idea of how much of a fighter I am, I mean, I'm not really big. I'm not like big boned or anything, but I have bipolar and I have autism. So I have what's called retard strength, which means I will go, when I get into my rage mode, I will destroy something. I can tear apart a fan blade with my bare hands like King Kong. I've done it before. I can destroy things very easily. I can really do some damage if somebody crosses me. If I see somebody who is getting attacked, who's a good person, and somebody who's getting targeted, I will go to them and I will stand up for them, and I will ask for whoever is attacking them, I'll ask for their information, and I'll fuck their lives up too. Because I fight for people. I protect people who are good. If I know that the person is being attacked and they didn't do anything wrong, and then their attacker is somebody who means ill will towards them and is doing it out of malicious intent, with no remorse, I'm going to go after them. Because nobody should be treated like that. And that's something that people don't really know when they see somebody like me. They don't realize that. Like, a lot of people don't realize that people like me, who have been on the streets, who have been in jail, who's been in domestic violence situations with family members because of my sexuality, they see me and they see somebody who's weak and vulnerable, and they really misjudge me. They really underestimate me. I'm always underestimated. I'm always misjudged. And, I just kind of wanted to bring that to everybody's attention, that if they see a gay guy who's lived on the streets, who has spent time in jail, you don't want to fuck with that person. You don't want to mess with them, because they're the last person you'd ever want to screw over or cross paths with. Now that's the type of person that will also stick by you through thick and thin and be ride or die. So that's the type of person you want to have as a friend. You want to have this person because they will back you up and they will do anything for you, especially those who have suffered like me. People like me who have suffered. The last thing people like me want to see is people suffering when they're good people. And if you're friends, you're locked in. You're protected. You're in good hands. And you're gonna definitely have people, the person like me, showing you a good time, always making sure you're okay, always making sure you're doing good. Do whatever we can for you. I'm a Virgo too, so that ties into it. I'm loyal to a fault. Like, I will do anything for people I care about. Anything. To make them happy and make sure they're doing alright. So yeah, like, people like me are very mischarged. And I'm probably going to do a live stream in a little bit. I didn't do one last night. Mainly because I was working on a replacement curtain. My curtain, when I was having my little psychotic episode with my ceiling fan, because my ceiling fan, was sparking and everything, and I had to get it replaced. But it was sparking, so I had to rip it down. And, like, I don't know, it was a lot, like, it was a chain reaction, so my curtain was, part of the chain reaction, my curtain was torn down, probably from me panicking when, the router was, there was a fuse blew, and it blew the system and the router and everything else. And I was panicking, so I ripped the curtain down. It had holes in it. So I got this extra sheet of fabric out, and I created my new curtain. And it's new and improved. I'll show you. That's what I was working on last night when I wasn't doing my live stream. That curtain leading to my dead room. And that's my dead room. That top thing is hanging on by a thread, so I'm probably gonna have to use some adhesive on it or something. That wouldn't stick. I used that. I don't know why I bought it, but looked like it was a good sealant. What is it? Yep. This is what I have for glue. Anyway, after I get done with AT&T, I've got to go to the post office, get my cashier's check, and then drop it off at the leasing office. So my rent's paid, and then I have to go to work. So it's going to be a busy day. Actually, I don't have work until 1. I just realized. I was supposed to go in at 10 o'clock. No, at 11 o'clock. But I switched hours with one of my coworkers on account of AT&T coming. So I'll be doing a live stream later on. I just wanted to share with you something that, you know, a lot of people don't know, a lot of people don't really think about. But it is something to think about, you know. You look at a gay guy, you think, oh, he's a bitch, he can't fight, he's a little faggot. But, you know, there are certain types of faggots that you do not want to mess with, and I am like numero uno. But I'm not saying that you can't be my buddy, you can't be my pal, you know. As much of a fighter as I am, I'm that much of a friend and that much of a provider and protector too. I'm loyal. And I fight for the little guys. I fight for the vulnerable. I fight for the weak. I fight for the mistreated, misjudged. And I stand up for them. And I'll do anything for those people. Because I was one once. And I do not like seeing people be that. And people taking advantage of that. I like to see good people being treated good. And bad people being reprimanded. So, I hope everybody has an amazing day. I have a busy day. And I'm hoping that I can work. I know I'm working from 1 to 5 today. But I'm hoping I can pick up another shift while I'm out there. So, I'll do a live stream in about a half hour or so. So, until then, toodles.